Hi, everyone. It's Angela with Create Your Future. And today I have a success story with a specific person. So I am really excited to share this with you. So stick around and we are going to get into that. Before we start, I do want to remind you that we are giving away a course and we are getting some great feedback with that course. And also, I have my own course out, Awaken to I Am. This course is designed to help you step into the I am state, your power state, to wake up to that, to recognize that, to step into your power and appropriate it for anything at all that you're manifesting. So the details on how you can get either one of those courses are in our description box below. Also, I am available for one-on-one coaching. So if you want to work with me, I can help you with anything at all. I can keep you motivated. I can keep you, moving in that right direction when you feel like giving up. I can help answer questions, whatever it is that you want to work on, whatever you're manifesting, I can be there to help you. So if you want to work with me, look in our description box, sign up for one-on-one coaching. Okay, let's talk about this amazing success story. I'm so happy to share this with you. I have been working with this particular client for a couple of months. And when we started, I believe my client and her specific person were in a breakup, not actually dating. There had been a lot of hot and cold behavior in this relationship. So when the relationship started, the specific person was more of the pursuer, the one that was coming in, really wanted the relationship, was really pursuing my client. As things progressed and a few things changed in the relationship, situations, circumstances, the roles began to reverse. And the specific person began to pull away. He was not sure he even wanted the relationship, that he wanted to be in a committed relationship at all, that he wanted to be with my client. So all sorts of hot and cold uncertainties, things like this were happening when we started working together. So when my client and I began to work together, we kind of dove into some of those questions about old patterns, her way of thinking about old relationships, and we began to look at some of those things and discovered some patterns and feeling states from previous relationships coming into the current situation, which is what will happen if you're not aware. So we began to look at some past things as far as old relationships, hurts, betrayal, third-party situations. And as we begin to look at that and look at that as the old story, we then created a new story for my client. So we created new things around the idea that things work out, that she is the priority, that she is always chosen, that she is wanted, that she is pursued. We began to flip the old narrative, those old things that had been playing around and lurking in the subconscious programming, and flipping them to make her the priority, the one that is getting everything that she wants. And as we began to make those changes, she saw pretty quickly movement with SP. SP began to conform, show up differently. Things began happening very, very quickly. Now, there were still some ups and downs. There were still, concerns, fears, some fights and things, and we processed through all those. And I have to say, my client was really aware that her thoughts were pushing out. She accepted accountability for what she was thinking and the things that were showing up in the 3D. And a really big thing I think that's very important, very recently, it was kind of like an aha moment, a recognition of how powerful those thoughts are that we have internally and how they are shaping everything that plays out. Because my client, I think her comment was something like, it's like I'm arguing with myself. Because listen, guys, when you have that fight internally, when you are complaining internally, when you are rehashing the argument, when you are justifying your position, whatever it is that you're doing internally, you're just ruminating on that old story, but you're really creating that for your next experience. It's always going to show up in your 3D reality. Your 3D is going to say, okay, this is what you were thinking on. Here you go. Now you get to walk this out. Now you get to experience this. It all takes place internally first. And so my client really began to grasp that and understand that and accept accountability for that as we progressed in our sessions. And I think really deeply began to understand this is how it's always happening. Whether we're doing it consciously or unconsciously, our internal stories are always playing out. So anyway, back to working with my specific person. On one of our very recent sessions, I tried to always end our sessions with a boost on who she is in the relationship, that she is pursued, that she is the only one wanted by her SB, that she is loved, adored, pursued, that she's creating it all, that she can have anything. And so I had really given her one of these ramps and really boosted her. And just immediately, I think it was that evening, within 24 hours, as she was with her specific person, she got the words, "I love you," from her specific person. For the first time, he expressed this to her after months of hot and cold, up and down, uncertainty. He has said, "I love you." And this is amazing. And of course, it's what, we have been affirming and believing, that he is coming in as the one wanting and pursuing and going after my client. And he demonstrated all of that. This client has really doubled down, I guess we could say, with the affirmations. She has listened to our sessions because we record them. And so she's listened to them, played them back, and really worked on getting into that state of being pursued, being wanted, being cherished, being adored. And her specific person has conformed to those things. It's been so exciting to watch this journey play out, and I'm so happy for my client. I know she is going to get every single thing she wants in this relationship because it is her reality, and she is waking up to that. And guys, I want you to know that this works for anybody. This can work for you. You just have to decide the story that you want to live. You have to let go of the old story, even if it's with, another specific person, another relationship. Let go of it, leave it behind, focus on what you do want, focus on the fact that everything that you are mulling over on your internal story, the things that you're thinking about, meditating upon, even the things that you're worrying and fearing, those things will play out. So create the story that you want. Become accountable for that mental diet, stick to it, be persistent, and you will get your desire. It has to show up. That is the law. This 3D that we see out here always comes from the internal story, your internal state, your internal belief about who you are in any given setting. It doesn't matter if you're talking about a romantic specific person. It doesn't matter if you're talking about a relationship with a friend or your boss. It doesn't matter if you're talking about, in anything at all. Buying a house, buying a car, getting a good grade in a class that you're in, having that good relationship with a teacher. Whenever you create that story about who you want to be, who you expect you are, the 3D will show you that. The 3D will just mirror it back. So you create that state by putting your focus on the thing that you want. on the thing that you want for yourself, on the way you want to be treated. You can visualize that. You can affirm that. You can script that. You can have an inner conversation about that. But you constantly keep your focus on that thing that you do want, turning away from the old things that have not served you, that you no longer need, that you no longer want in your life. This works for everyone. This is how it works. You experience it internally and you see it outside of you in the 3D. So I'm so happy for my client. She has had such good success with her specific person. She has been accountable for her mental diet, and she is seeing her specific person conform and be that partner that she wants him to be. Everything is coming in. He is conforming. And it's been exciting to watch. And I just want to encourage everyone out there to know that you can have the same story, whatever story it is that you want. So I intend that this has motivated you and encouraged you to keep going, to keep persisting, to keep sticking to that mental diet, guys. Alrighty, if you would like to work with me and have me help you with your mental diet, have me help you with your story, whatever it is that you're working on, schedule a session. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.